Welcome back to Women in Focus. Nita Jain is our Woman in Focus, and we were talking about, expectations of parents, and then a couple that fall in love and know in the heart of their hearts that they are made for each other. And you and your husband, Roman, are both made for each other, and you could see that.
Yeah,
and he could see that.
I think we knew that right from the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
And it must have been, so you said it was a very small wedding. How long did it take for mom and dad to be,
Mom was always there.
There.
She was always there.
Yeah.
I think it took my dad 8 or 9 months, not long.
Not long, yeah.
I think that he saw the dedication that Roman had to the family. And I think he just couldn't keep up the wall that had been created.
Yes.
And I mean, it's great now. I can't, I couldn't ask for anything better than what I have, really.
Your in-laws are an amazing family, very well known in the community, an old family here. How did they take the news of Roman marrying?
I think they are really, I don't know how to describe, they're really the most wonderful family.
Yeah.
That I could, if I had a choice,
yes,
that's the family I would have chosen.
Right, right.
They kind of came along with Roman, I think, right?
Wow.
But they were, what I do remember, and I can't say that we ever had a face-to-face discussion about this, but it was coming through Roman to me, was they were happy either me marrying him or not. But they warned him, and they said, it's different for a boy growing up than a girl.
Yes.
And I think they put although they don't have their own daughters,
yes, they
put themselves in the shoes of my parents,
yes,
with daughters growing up, and said, just be careful that parents,
you don't hurt their feelings.
Yeah, and that the expectations of daughters is sometimes different. And I think maybe to some extent they discouraged him as well from pursuing this relationship.
Right.
But they were supportive through and through, and still are. They're always there. They're really, and the family is so much more than just my in-laws and my brother-in-law and his family, but it's this amazing extended family.
Wow.
And they're really just a wonderful family.
Coming from a very strong family, being married into a strong family, which is amazing.
Yeah, I remember growing up thinking, I'd go to India, we'd go to weddings, and I'd watch my cousins or other relatives, the fairy tale Indian wedding,
that's right,
the barat, and that's really what I wanted.
Yes.
But I think I'm going to take what I got, which is I didn't have that fairy tale one day.
Yeah.
It was good enough.
Yes.
But I have the aftermath, the rest of a life that feels like.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's really.
I think you've beautifully put it. It's. I think young women they have their own dreams, right?
Right.
And some of the dreams are very unrealistic. But it's a dream.
Yeah, it's good to dream.
Yes.
But prepare for something different than what you're.
Very well
I think
said.
that to just know that things don't always go the way we want to.
But everything turns out fine at the end.
Yeah, I think so. And I think, if you can see that half full glass as being half full, not half empty, then you'll be good. You just have to have a positive outlook, and that's what I hope.
I took one thing out of that, a birthday celebration, met your mom and dad there, and so Mr. Jain calls me and says, come here, I want you to meet somebody. And then he introduced me to your children.
Right.
And explaining what each one does and how proud he is of them. And which is, kudos to him too, to accept all that, right?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
He's come a long ways that way. I mean, I wasn't the first to break the rules in the family around marriage,
Okay.
because I have a couple of other sisters that have done the same.
They did the same thing?
Yeah, but
Yes.
you know,
But you know, you can't blame them. You guys don't have that huge a community here.
That's right.
And going to India and getting your children married there, that never works out.
I think, you know, we've all heard the stories.
Yes.
You know, and it doesn't always work out here either. You know,
True.
but we, you know, I think we were sensible in our choices. And really, I mean, I can speak so highly of my in-laws, but I can speak really highly of my sisters-in-laws too. Their families, they're really wonderful families. And I think that's, at the end of the day, I think my parents have really come to appreciate
Yes.
that if you, because again, Indians, you don't just marry boy and girl, you marry
Yes,
families.
the families, that's true.
And I think they see that the families are really, truly committed to us,
Yes.
their daughters,
Yes.
and the families that we've created.
What a lovely, beautiful story that you've told me. And it's such a heartwarming story. And to know, because I've known your family for such a long time, and I didn't realize, you know, what you had to go through. But what a fantastic ending. Beautiful.
Thank you.
I would like to, in fact, interview you again and talk about, you know, your profession, because you're a baby doc, and a lot of things that we would like to find out for our community as to how they bring up their children.
Sure.
You know, in a different country, different culture, and different ways of bringing kids up.
That's
right?
right.
Well, thank you for being a Woman in Focus today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Nita Jain has been our Woman in Focus today. Don't go away. We'll be right back.